Why is it so important that this celebration take place?
Well, originally it's Columbus Day, 1492, but to us it's Native American Day, Indigenous Peoples Day that we celebrate differently, and it's just our history and culture, who we are. Struggles that we had coming through and starting out with nothing, walking on Trail of Tears, lost a lot of dead, over 3,000. We come here to rebuild what we have today, and you got to remember all the previous administration before me in the early 1900s on what we're going through, went through the Oklahoma land run and all through history since then. We've overcome that. As strong people, that's who we are, and it's just time to celebrate. Really who we are today.
Look particularly at our roots here in Okmulgee. Look at who even established this city first, who had a presence in this city first. What are we standing beside? A symbol of something that stood longer, this council house here, than our city has formally been established. So I would think anybody who looks at the history of Okmulgee, looks at the history of Creek Nation, would have to recognize that this is the appropriate way to celebrate what used to be known as Columbus Day, but what we're going to call Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay, why is it so important that an observance like this take place?
For years we've been overlooked by, from politics. Just in every endeavor, we've been overlooked, and the more days that are recognized, the more you have to realize that we're here. We haven't gone anywhere. We're still here. We're still being represented. Oh, for me, it's a great feeling, to see the city behind us. We have a big presence here, so it feels good for them to meet us halfway and say, you're here. We're glad you're here. We're proud of you.
If when you wander around, you're going to hear people who aren't happy about this kind of thing, saying we shouldn't replace Columbus, or why should those Indians get a special day, that sort of thing. What would you tell them if you had the chance?
I guess I couldn't say it here, but for the most part, we were always here. We were here before Columbus. We were here before Christianity. We were here before a lot of things that you're celebrating, all year long. It's only right. We deserve more than a day, if you ask me. We deserve more than a month. We're a strong, resilient people that have lived through everything imaginable, and to be honored with the day is we'll take it, but it's should be more. Should be more.
I always used to say we are sentinels for sovereignty, we as leaders of Indian nations, and I believe that today. And because that sovereignty flows through the people, especially with the Mvskoke Creek people and the Seminole people, and throughout Indian country everywhere, this is what I know. We as leaders must keep our ear tuned to the frequency of the voice of our people. Because if sovereignty truly flows through the people, then we must not only lend our ear, but get our guidance from our people themselves. Because these are standards of principles that have been established among our peoples for centuries. And I believe true leaders of Indian country will never waver in this particular stance. Whenever we begin to go a different direction, and whenever we go a different direction of listening to the heartbeat of our people, to the voices of our elders, then we are going in a wrong direction. And I believe that to remain strong for sovereignty and steadfast for sovereignty, we must communicate with one another. We must continue to be there for one another in tough times and also in the times where we rejoice. So I want to say Maro to the Mvskoke Creek Nation. A few days ago I communicated with the principal chief, David Hill, And what I communicated with him, I said, I'm asked to speak at the Indigenous Peoples Day. And my official capacity as the Assistant Chief of the Seminole Nation, I said, can I cordially offer a courtesy of acceptance for me to stand on the Mvskoke Creek grounds and speak in this manner? Because I believe that. I believe that now that the reservation is intact, it's protocol in the hearts of us as Indian people to show that respect to one another and to one nation to the next. And